Thank you for joining us for the Barbados Today morning news for Friday, July 28th. I am Mary-Claire Williams. The head of the Private Sector Association, Charles Herbert, says he's looking forward to returning to the negotiating table with government and the trade unions next month. Prime Minister Freundel Stuart has agreed to meet with the social partners on August 11, a week ahead of previously scheduled talks. The new meeting date was announced 3 days after the unions and the business communities staged a march through the city against government's austerity measures. Both sides have been pressing for urgent talks with the government on the way forward for the economy. Herbert says he anticipates the deliberations will be rational when the partners meet with Prime Minister Stuart.
Sooner the better, but I think if the 11th allows for emotions to die down, so that when we do meet, we have rational discussion and not emotional discussion, I think that's good. I'm hoping that I have not discussed this with the union, but I am hoping that they too are happy with the timing, because, I suppose what you're essentially saying to the union is you're asking them to suspend whatever actions they have until they're satisfied that the dialogue is taking place. And it's quite a long time to ask the union to do that, and it'll be very interesting what their response is.
Meanwhile, the trade unions say they are still awaiting confirmation of the agenda for the upcoming talks. President of the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union, Mary Redmond, confirmed that the unions have received correspondence from the Prime Minister giving notice of the August 11 meeting, but she says the letter does not address some critical matters.
We recognize that it does not address our concern of urgency to release or bring easement to the vulnerable, while we are able to discuss and agree solutions to the problem that all partners can commit to. We are also unclear as to whether the meeting can satisfy our request. It is beyond saying that there will be a meeting. An agenda and structure has not been agreed to, and the trade union movement asks for a specific type of structure for the meeting that they requested. We shall now be seeking clarification in this regard.
At least one popular retail store is reporting business as usual so far since the increase in the National Social Responsibility Levy earlier this month. Tricia Tanis, the managing director of Unicomer Barbados Limited, formerly known as Courts Barbados, reported there has been no noticeable fallout from the controversial tax.
We have taken a corporate view at Unicomer and the Unicomer group of companies, which will include Courts, Radio Shack and Courts Optical, that essentially the imposition and the effect of the NSRL on our prices has been done very, very tactfully, very considerately as far as our customers are concerned, and therefore we can't really answer a question as to how much our prices are going to go up by. It's just not as simple as that. Some prices are not actually may not even move at all, because we're actually maintaining our commitment to our customers to keep our prices as affordable as possible. So our customers have continued to shop with us even after the imposition of the taxes, and we can really see no noticeable difference really in traffic.
Some police news now. The lawmen are trying to find out who was behind recent gunplay in Deacon's Farm, St. Michael. Residents got a rude awakening on Wednesday night as the sound of gunfire took hold of that community. Shots rang out around 11 p.m., catching many by surprise. No one was injured, but several power lines were affected, throwing sections of the community into darkness. When a Barbados Today team visited the area yesterday, it was greeted with a mixed response from residents, with some reluctant to discuss the matter. A Christchurch man has been fined $40,000 for drug trafficking. 39-year-old David Harry of Bournesland, Silver Sands, Christchurch was interviewed by police when he arrived at the Grantley Adams International Airport from Trinidad and Tobago on Tuesday. A search of his luggage revealed 2 transparent packages containing cocaine concealed in false compartments. Police also discovered 3 more packages of the drug in his underwear. The drugs weighed 1 kilo with a street value of $50,000. Harry was arrested and charged with unlawful possession of cocaine, possession with intent to supply, as well as trafficking and importation of cocaine. He appeared in the District B Magistrates Court yesterday, where he pleaded guilty to all the offences. He was fined $40,000 for the offence of trafficking cocaine and convicted and reprimanded and discharged for the other offences. He is to pay the fine by January 31st, 2018, or face 2 years in jail.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Flags? Check. Costume? Check. Mommy, I'm ready.
Ready? Ready for what?
For Junior Kaduman and Fear in association with MQI and the Barbados Lumber Company on Saturday, July 29, 9 a.m. at the National Stadium.
Oh, yes.
I want to go too, but I want to go in the jumping tents and ride the slides at the fair on the infield. Don't forget the big after party with Father Fox, Indian, Scrappy HD, Ramonji, Dancing Africa, Hardware, Hyper Kids, and Stiffy.
Plug into who? Plug into what? Plug into
It's only $30 and you get to bring 2 children on the 12th free.
Well, it seems like you two have everything covered. Okay, we'll go.
Thank you, Auntie. Thanks, Mommy.
Where are you going?
To ask Daddy to come so that we can take 2 more of our school friends for free.
Junior Kadumans Fair in association with MQI and the Barbados Lumber Company. Saturday, July 29th, National Stadium. Imagine screaming for your favorite artists as they compete in the Sweet Soca and Party Monarch final of the MQI 98.1 The Wall Soca Royale in association with JetBlue, Philippine Marbay, Lil Rick, Morrisville, Nikita, RPB, Sanctuary, Shaquille, and TC battling reigning Sweet Soca Monarch Edwin. Then it's the Party Monarch finals with Raz, Ali, and Griner, Faith, Mikey, Mr. Deal, Mr. Blood, Peter Ram, Ramses Brown, and Sophia, all battling reigning Party Monarch Lil Rick. A sleek Mazda 3 for each winner. General tickets are now $60 or pay $70 at the door. Royal Sunday, July 30th at the Bushy Park Racing Circuit. It's the MQI 98.1 The Wall Soca Royale in association with JetBlue. Get your tickets now. Tickets available at the NTS, www.ticketpal.com, and all Pocover box offices. Get your tickets now.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit is reporting that the island is on the path to prosperity. Skerrit presented a $918.2 million EC budget to Parliament yesterday, saying the island was on a path of growth in 2016, despite setbacks the previous year due to the passage of Tropical Storm Erica. In his presentation, which was themed Realizing a Modern and Prosperous Dominica, Skerrit said the economy grew by 2.8%. And further afield, the U.S. Senate voted yesterday to slap fresh sanctions on Russia, despite objections from President Donald Trump. The measure also imposes sanctions on Iran and North Korea. It is the first major foreign policy legislation to be approved by Congress under Trump. It will now be sent to the White House for him to sign into law or veto. If Trump chooses the latter option, the bill is expected to garner enough support in both chambers to override his veto and pass into law. Russian President Vladimir Putin has threatened to retaliate if the sanctions are imposed. And finally, police in Pakistan have arrested 25 members of a village council of elders who ordered the rape of a 16-year-old girl. She was attacked as revenge for her brother's alleged rape of another girl. We get the details in this Reuters report.
Raped on the orders of a village council. This 16-year-old girl in Pakistan was raped as revenge for her brother's alleged rape of another girl. Police have arrested 25 members of an informal village council accused of decreeing the attack. She was handed over to the victim's brother to be raped as retaliation. The punishment took place last week. The case came to light when both families filed criminal charges, accusing each of the 2 sons of rape. Both victims and their mothers are now in a women's protection centre. Pakistan, a centuries-old tradition of local councils or jirgas handing down quick justice. Villagers often see them as preferable to a cumbersome legal system. Revenge rape and the role of the jirgas drew world attention when an attack on a woman named Mukhtaran Mai was ordered in similar circumstances. She went on to become a high-profile campaigner for women's rights.
And that takes us to the end of the news this morning. For more, you can visit our website www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Mary Claire Williams. Have a good morning.